Right, it's finished. Sunderland 0, QPR 0, and we've stopped the rot. And that's the only positive thing I've got to say regarding Sunderland or anything at the club at this minute. And that's quite bad. That the most positive thing I can come up with is the fact that we didn't concede and we didn't lose the game. We didn't make it 7 defeats in a row. Now, for the past couple of videos, I've been saying we need a new man in charge sooner rather than later, because it will become embarrassing. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because the players look like a bunch of strangers. There's no communication amongst them on the pitch. When midfielders have got the ball, they're asking for runners. When the centre-backs have got the ball or the wingers have got the ball, they're asking for movement. And this is all game. We've got literally no ideas in the final third. And you know what it is, and you know what I'll say, what it's down to. And it's, I didn't even want to say it because I'm saying it practically every video. It's the experience. It is simple as that. Now, we've brought in a lot of unknowns. We've brought in players who've never been tested or tried in this division. And we've thought that will get you the top 2. Now, how insane is that? He said the top 6, yes, it'll be all right, but we want to get into the top 2. Something along them lines in his interviews. Now, how does he think that by getting rid of all your experienced players and bringing in unknown quantities in the Championship and not rectifying key positions what needed filling with a recognised striker in the goal scoring position and think that that's going to get you the top 2? Absolutely mental. Well, today's game, we were the second best team. Ballard, although it is really nice to have him back in the starting 11 and you can see what he brings to the team, and he was really solid today. Every time there was a ball played over the top, down the channels, Ballard was running across to put it into touch. He was solid today. But the one time he did make a key mistake, he squared the ball. Patterson thought he was going to play it short, as did everybody else. And then Anderson, Jimmy Jesus, plays as a shot strike down the middle, and I thought it's a goal. But Patterson springs across and gets there. If he puts it to the right, it was 1-0. They hit the crossbar a few times as well in the second half, and they had a really good chance in the second half. I can't remember who it was, but he was breaking down. He beat Bellingham. He beat about 3 or 4 of our players. All he had to do is pull it back. And the shot got saved by Patterson. Last-ditch save. It was absolutely outstanding. He stopped us making it 7 in a row. If it wasn't for Patterson today, we would have lost that game. But the thing is, there's just no tactics. There's nothing with the players on the pitch. There's no creativity. There's no little give and goes, little triangular passes, little overlaps like what we used to, little balls over the top. There's no through the eye of the needle passes like we used to today. There's literally absolutely fuck all. There's nothing from them. And I feel sorry for them because we've asked them to, we've tossed them in at the deep end and said swim. We're taking all the experience out there. And yeah, we've got 48 points. That should be enough to stay up. But it's still, looking at the fixtures, looking at the injuries, I'm so glad this international break has come when it has come. Now they can dust themselves down, we can reassess things, but for me, it's perfect opportunity to get out there and look at a new man. The attendance was apparently 41,400. There was nowhere in a million years there was 41,000 there. For me, it looked like there was a lot of empty seats. Even in the South Stand, where there isn't that many normally, it looked like from what I was watching, there was a lot of empty seats. Now, that is the only way that I think KLD will reassess things, is if the attendance start to dwindle. Now, I would never do that. I would always go, regardless of what league we're in. I was in this season where we were in the Championship, obviously all the Premier League's ones, but that was, what was it, 10 years we were in there, and then we dropped down. It was a terrible season. It didn't even pose off. I still support them in League One for all them years. And that's the thing. It's starting to be reminiscent of this season when we're in the Championship and we were just going to match like that. What are we watching here? Well, they've got no ideas. They're just getting battered week in, week out. But luckily, there is flashes of brilliance from certain key individual players. Like, I'm not surprised Premier League clubs are looking at Dandy. They're looking at Ballard. And they're looking at Jack Clark, even Trey Hume. I'll be surprised if no one's looking at him. And so with them key players, if you bring in experience, I love the model. I like the model. If there's key players with experience in there as well, your spine of your team, a recognised goal scorer, not gone for Broadhead. It's just mental when he was proven. You went for Hamia, who was in the B team at Benfica, and thinking that he's going to be enough to get you in to get you the goals what you need to get in the Premier League. Same way, to be honest, Rosen, even though I do really like Rosen, I prefer him to start out with any one of them, including Job up top. He is essentially an unknown, just like the majority of the ones what we've brought in. I didn't know where we're going from here, but listen, we're going to be in the Championship next season. But we've got to get a manager in sooner rather than later, because them players there are playing like a bunch of strangers. Do us a favour before you go and hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, so he's in a bit of a run.